What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Toshi today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, it is the 30th day of July, and here we are with about 4 days, 21 and a half hours left in this week, sitting at 30575. Yes, we got 21 and a half hours left. I know it says 22, but just trust when I tell you. We are moving down a little bit. We're down about 8% this week so far, but I think we've got enough time in the week left to where we can reverse this week, have a nice wick to the downside, and then resume moving higher going into the corresponding weeks. And I've had a bit of a realization today that I believe, while I still believe that Bitcoin will top off in August, it actually makes a lot of sense that altcoins might find their, and I say top off, I don't mean the end of the cycle. I just mean the next like 6 week consolidation phase or more for Bitcoin. Will likely be sometime at the end of August. It would actually make more sense then that altcoins top off and again, not all-time high top off, not cycle top off, just for the next phase higher in this cycle to top off. The next stopping point might be in September instead. If I'm expecting end of August for Bitcoin to find its next high, sometime in September, maybe early mid-September might be when altcoins find their next high. So just be aware of that. That actually makes a lot of sense in my opinion. In which case we've had more time to accumulate, right? And we still do have time to move up higher. This cycle's been very, very tame so far, my friends. It's been very, very tame, especially for altcoins. But I do believe that things are about to change going into the month of August. I think August is going to be rather robust, and even September should be a nice kind of topping off area for a lot of altcoins. Do keep in mind August 2nd at 7 o'clock Pacific time. Yes, 7 in the morning Pacific time. August 2nd, we are going to have a 4-hour maintenance window for Coinbase, at least 4 hours, where they will be closed. Buying, selling, transacting will be halted. So there will be some turbulence likely in the very beginning of August. I'm expecting a kind of flash crash across the board. Maybe it's a flash pump, but after the markets open back up, or after Coinbase has completed its update and is back to being operational, we should see prices regulate back to where they were beforehand. Okay, just throwing it out there. That's just my thoughts. So if Toshi, between now and August 2nd, it's the 30th of July now, so we have 30th, the 31st, the 1st, the 2nd, 4 days away. You know, if between now and then we move up, and then on that day we move down, don't be scared. It's fine, right? And it might be intense. It might be an intense kind of shakeout, but we'll see. Anyways, looking at this on the daily time frame, maybe the 1 hour. Let's do the 1 hour. 1 hour time frame here. The RSI actually does look kind of bearish, I will say, but you're consolidating higher lows, lower highs, that whole thing. You're kind of consolidating. And I would think the price looks bearish too. So maybe you do move a little bit lower. Let's see, from a low to a high here. Does this line up with anything on the daily time frame? Low to high here. You're right there at the 382, aren't you? But you closed below it. Could you go to the 0.5? That is where your golden extension is right there. Maybe move down to 30527. You're at 30576 right now, so maybe move a little bit lower, 30526, something like that. What would that be? Would that be about a 10% drop from here? A little bit less than 10% drop. Like an 8% drop, 8.5% drop. Something like that could happen. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't move down there, but just looking at the 1 hour time frame so far, I'm a little bit on the bearishly, not bearishly cautious side. I can't talk. The side of thinking that the bearish outcome will come to fruition. That's all I'm trying to say. 1 hour stochastics don't look good. The MACD is all right, but 2 out of 3 being not good is not good enough. So makes me think we want to go lower. 4 hour time frame rejecting the 0, building bearish momentum. RSI looks bad. Stochastics look kind of in an area to bounce actually, but also bad being in the oversold zone. I think you do move lower. So lower you go, and that's okay. That's fine. Because again, we're going to top off in September, not August, probably, for Toshi. So going lower, having more time to accumulate, that's not a bad thing at all. 000535, 00052, something in that area. That's where I think you're going to find support, right? Make this move down, have an overall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-legged correction, and then continue to rally after that, right? Find support at prior areas of support and resistance here, something like that, and then continue to move up higher. We'll see. We'll see. If I'm wrong, if you want to prove me wrong, then what I would say is get above about 3063 on a 4-hour closing basis. Get multiple 4-hour candles to close above 3043, and or no, I'm sorry. Why did I say 43? 3063. 3063. Why can't I talk? It's like I'm drunk, man. I'm not, though. I'm stone cold sober, man. But 3063. Maybe I'm sleep deprived is what it is. 3063. Once you close multiple 4-hour candles above there, then I will that will invalidate the lower idea, and that you will in fact move up higher. When it comes time to moving higher, which you might move lower first, but inevitably will move up higher. When it comes time to moving higher, which could be any day now, or maybe sometime over the coming days. By the way, this downside movement that I'm calling for, I don't think it's going to be long-lived. Like between today and tomorrow, it should be over. So we should be finding support. I mean, we could find support there today and then move up 10% by the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like whenever it comes to moving up higher, we're going to be moving up higher very, very soon. The next target area to consider would be 2013 to 2018. Okay, we should be there in a very short amount of time. Going into the end of August and sometime in September, the ultimate area that I expect that we're going to top off at is about 205 to 20812, something in the middle there at about 0069, 007. That's what I'm thinking, something right there in that sweet spot, right in the middle of the money zone here. And again, not anticipating that it happens by the end of August, rather the end of September, or maybe the middle point of September, something like that, which would make sense because Bitcoin tops off, consolidates, altcoins run and catch up. That actually is a very normal thing as far as what happens in alt season. So at least this is my 3rd cycle, so that's what I've seen the last 2 cycles happen. But I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. I feel like I'm struggling to talk. I need to get some sleep, so I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.